Oh, how do you stand it down here? No wonder criminals always smell so bad. Look, thanks to you, I was able to put an end to the Coldane cartel. I'm here to pay my debt. To you, and to Quen. I've come to warn you. The warrant on her has changed. I couldn't very well wear that down here, but let's focus. Quen's warrant changed from crimes against the realm to the murder of a high-ranking official. They want her taken alive and dragged back to Hughesbane. Whoever died had influence. I know that now. Maybe it was an accident, but I suspect she's been falsely accused. This world of yours doesn't forgive, and it doesn't hesitate. Here, the warrant. Move fast and warn Quen. The Lion Guard will be hunting her by sundown. I'll do what I can to slow down the Lion Guard, but there's a limit before I draw suspicion to myself. I owe you all that much for helping put Gavin Coldane and his werewolves in the royal dungeons. Just make sure Quen gets someplace safe. I've seen warrants like this before. With enough coin, even usually honest magistrates can be corrupted. Most likely means someone powerful wants to eliminate a problem. And that problem is Quen. She must have made the wrong person very angry. Take Quen, and get her far from here. From Abba's Landing, out of Covenant territory completely if you can. There's going to be eyes everywhere looking for her. I'll do what I can, but if they catch her, my hands will be tied.
Bold of you to come visit, Sansone. And I like your outfit. Looks good on you.
Just settling my debts. You won't see me here again. I'll do what I can to slow down.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I never put that gem in my thing. Should probably do that first.
I heard you found another gem in the Nowhere Vault. That it was inside the Thieves' Moon. Remarkable. It won't be long before we have the Prowler's Talisman operating at its peak level of power. I think you're right. Just a moment. Let me see it properly. There. Can you feel it? The talisman already feels more powerful, more alive. If you find any more, bring them to me right away. I must see what the Prowler's Talisman will become. Scraps and whispers, but nothing I'd swear by. I think we can safely assume that there's at least one gemstone in the Nowhere Vault. The rest are less certain. I suspect that someone once had the talisman and removed the gems for some reason. I think they're close, Glenumbra close. Though, I'll confess, some of my information comes from a tavern conversation after a mug too many. So, take it with a pinch of salt, or a drop of ale. Oh, you know what I mean. There's been trouble around Glenumbra lately. Raids, sudden strikes, that sort of thing. One rumor I tracked down claims a gemstone changed hands in the confusion. The other is pure speculation. Buried treasure near Cath Bedreau. That's all You and the others all know the stories. How Sage Vernet tucked away all manner of treasures in there. Not a proper hoard, more like a scholar's stash. Except every trinket hums with magic. The gemstone could be on display or a part of another item. My research suggests that the gemstones contain a crazy amount of magicka, which is why they can make the talisman more powerful. I think they may have been used over the centuries to do the same thing to other relics. And that the sage had one. I heard you found another gem in the Nowhere Vault.
Okay, hopefully I put the gem in there. I don't know. Or she did.
What's Captain Sansone doing down here? And out of uniform, no less. If he's here about that preposterous warrant... Murder? I haven't killed anybody. I mean, not recently. And not in circumstances that weren't clearly self-defense. If this is about the guild, why name me specifically? I'm not that high up in the organization. This is starting to feel personal. I can't keep running from this. Sansone probably thinks I should go hide in the northern reaches of Winterhold. But if they tracked me to Daggerfall, they'll track me to there too. It's time to turn this around. We need to go to a bar's landing. Even if I wanted to, they're not there. They're busy doing much the same as I was here, helping establish guilds in other cities. Besides, I don't want to put them in danger. We can handle this, just like that first job in Skyrim. You up for it? Meet me above the glyph shop in a bar's landing. It overlooks the palace, so you can't miss it. I used to go there to clear my head. It'll be safe. I'll inform the guild of our plan and tell them not to follow. This stays between us. I've certainly made my share of enemies over the years, so no, not exactly. If this leads back to a bar's landing, the Iron Wheel is almost certainly involved. We may have stopped those bastards, but they refuse to stay buried. Could be them. And I appreciate it. This stays between us. No Zira, no Velsa. And definitely no Edwayne or Abrasia or Celine. They have enough to manage without getting drawn into another city's problems. And I know I can count on you.
Quenn's plan is bold. And foolish. Still, you've gotten this far, so you must be doing something, right? I'll do my best to slow down the hunt so you can get out of Daggerfall. Just don't come back until Quenn's name is cleared. Understand?
Would be nice to get a drink or two.
You look like a decent enough person, and I'm feeling generous. So I'm not going to rob you today. No, don't thank me. And don't look so disappointed. I'm sure we'll meet again in some other dark alley. You can give me your gold purse next time.
You there. Hold a moment. I'm with the Iron Wheel. Our bailiffs are on alert, hunting a murderer. A high elf named Quennith Lumena. Armed, extremely dangerous. She's tall, slender, and favors red. Now tell me, does that description mean anything to you? Because you fit the description of her partner. But Lord Daemar Utame doesn't care about you. He wants Quennith Lumena. I suggest you not give him a reason to take more notice of you. So I'll ask again. Have you seen Quennith Lumena? Then we're done here. If you learn anything about this Quen, report it to the docks in the warehouse district immediately. Lord Daemar's overseeing the hunt from there, and will pay well for information that leads to his brother's murderer. Good. Make sure you do. And if you happen to bump into this fugitive Quen, tell her the Iron Wheel has eyes everywhere. Abar's Landing isn't safe for her. If she's here, we're going to find her. If Quen was smart, she'd run. If you see Quen, tell her the Iron Wheel is watching. She won't slip its gaze.
This one has much talent in the workings of enchantment, apparently.
You've got rabbits? Ooh, the clip. I knew you were thinking about me.
About time, partner. I was starting to think you weren't coming. As far as I can tell, the Iron Wheel hasn't noticed that I'm back in town. Still, if we're going to learn why someone wants to pin this murder on me, we need to keep to the shadows. Less noise, fewer eyes, better odds. Strange. I used the guild tunnels and covered my trail. I even scouted this place myself. Not a threat in sight. It would take someone with real skill to escape my notice. Let's hope the Iron Wheel hasn't hired a rival crew to sniff us out. Daemar. He's just a minor noble in this wretched town. Greedy, morally flexible. Even the other corrupt lords can't stand him. Last I checked, he had no ties to the Iron Wheel. Which means someone's